Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these coconut matcha cupcakes. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place your butter, which should be at room temperature. If not, microwave it a little bit, that'll also make the difference. Then add in your sugar and mix the two together until they are lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. Once it's lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency, you can go ahead and give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on, so don't forget to get the top and the bottom of the bowl. Then you can go ahead and add in the egg, then followed by the coconut emulsion and the vanilla extract. Then just mix these together until they are fully combined and work their way into the mixture. You will notice a change in the consistency, don't worry, this is completely normal and what you're looking for. But once you've got the egg and the extracts fully incorporated, you can then go ahead and start to add in the flour and the coconut milk. So I add the flour in 3 additions and the coconut milk in 2, so I alternate. I can start with dry, so flour, coconut milk, flour, and then you're good to go. I forgot to add the baking powder into the flour, so I just added it in there. Doesn't matter whether you add it at the start or the end, as long as it gets incorporated. And just repeat the process until you have no coconut milk or no flour left. Give the bowl another good scraping down. Again, this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. This is also the perfect time to split the cake mixture in half, so keep half plain for the coconut and then half for the matcha. So into the half for the coconut, just add in some desiccated coconut and just mix this in until it's fully incorporated. Being careful to not over mix, as you do not want to make this a tough textured cake. Into the other half, you can go ahead and add in the matcha and just mix this in until it's fully incorporated. I made a paste with mine, just using a little bit of coconut milk, but feel free to do whatever you need to. But once you just want to mix until it's fully incorporated, it should turn this lovely green colour. Then grab your 12-hole muffin pan, which has been lined with some cases, and fill each case around about halfway full or 2/3 of the way full. So I like to add a scoop of the coconut cake batter first, then top that with a tablespoon of the matcha. And just repeat the process until you have done it and you filled all of your cases and everything. You don't need to really rush it, but you have around half an hour from adding the baking powder to get them in the oven. It shouldn't take you that long, it should take maybe 5 to 7 minutes. So once you have your cupcake cases filled, you can then go ahead and place them into the preheated oven and bake them up. I'll leave all that information on the blog post, so don't forget to check it out if you're interested. So for this recipe, I decided to make a cream cheese icing. It just works so well with the coconut and the matcha. So into a mixing bowl, place in your icing sugar, butter, followed by the vanilla extract, and just mix these together until they are very well combined. They should be lighter and fluffier. You won't be able to get perfectly light and fluffy because it just doesn't work that way very well, so I recommend having everything at room temperature. That does help, but for me it just didn't really do that today. So then I'd mixed for around, in the end, about 12 minutes to get the light and fluffy, and it did come together very well. Then give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. Then add in your cream cheese, not like I did by dropping it outside of the bowl, which makes no sense on how I did that. Then just mix that in until it's fully incorporated. I recommend using cold cream cheese. It works really well, and anybody who's going to tell you don't do that, don't listen to them. It works really well for me, and it makes it easy to work with, and you can use it straight away if you wanted, which is perfect. Once the cream cheese is incorporated, you can then give the bowl a good scraping down. Again, this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on, so don't forget to get any bits that may not have been fully worked in. Split the mixture into half, and into half add the coconut emulsion and mix this in until it's fully incorporated. We're not adding any colours or anything to this, we're just going to go with natural. Set aside. Then into the other half, add in some matcha. I just made a paste with the matcha by adding a little bit of coconut milk. And then just mix this in until it's fully incorporated, and it should turn this beautiful green colour, which I really like, and it works really well. So then you can go ahead and decorate the cupcakes however you would like. I just go ahead and pipe on a generous amount of the cream cheese icing onto each cupcake. And the cream cheese icing works really well with these cupcakes because you've got the coconut and the matcha coming through, but it's also in the buttercream. But because of the tanginess of the cream cheese buttercream icing, it just works really well. And believe me, this was inspired by a drink that I used to drink at my old work, which was a iced coconut matcha, which worked really well. And if you've not tried it, definitely recommend trying it. Once you're happy, you can then go ahead and that's how I finish them, but you can finish them however you'd like. But that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog, and a link to all my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.